Om Sarvadharma Sthapakatvam Sarvadharma Swarupakaha Acharyanam Mahacharyo Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha. O establisher of all the faiths, embodiment of all the religions, the greatest teacher among all the teachers, O Sri Ramakrishna, my salutations to you. Namaste, Pranam. Even the acts of charity, even the acts of doing good to others without any selfish motive, anything that is done even with selflessness, that is a bondage. That is what Sri Ramakrishna has told us. And why it is a bondage? Because everything that a human being, that a being does in this life is out of the influence of the three gunas, and three gunas, they keep us bound. So whatever we do, whether it is an act of charity, whether it is an act of doing good to others without any selfish motive, even that is a bondage. And to explain this, Sri Ramakrishna had told us that beautiful story of the three gunas. Again, he had repeated the story. He had told the story earlier also, that how the three gunas, the three robbers, they rob us of our rich inheritance. They rob us of our divine inheritance, of the knowledge of the truth. And they just mislead us. The three gunas basically not only rob us, the tamas is there to destroy us, like that third thief, third robber who wanted to kill the man after robbing everything from him. The Rajas, the second thief, he said, why kill him? Let us tie him, let us bind him hand and feet and leave him here itself. Let us bind this person in the world of, in the field of activities. That is what Rajas does. Rajas makes us do this, do that, and always keeps us busy doing something with the intention of getting name and fame, getting monies, getting the riches. Sometimes we also do these activities in a selfless spirit, but still the activities, they keep us bound to the world. And then there is the third robber, the sattva. He sees the condition of this man and feeling pity upon him, he unties the bonds. Not only unties the bonds, he shows him that is the highway, man, come, I will take you to the highway. Takes the man, leads him to the highway, shows him the ultimate destination, his abode, the man's abode, and says him, look, that is your abode. Now you go and enjoy yourself, enjoy the bliss, enjoy the Satchidananda. And when this man says, come my friend, you are so kind to me, you have shown such a wonderful pity on me, that you also come with me to my house. Let me introduce you to my family. I will tell them what a great deed you have done. Sattva says, no, I cannot come there. The moment I come there, police will grab me and catch me and put me behind bars. So even Sattva can only lead us to our path. That's the only thing Sattva can do. But none of the three gunas, for that matter, they are of any help to us. Tamas and Rajas are anyway, they are drowning us. Even Sattva, which is the purest of the pure guna, even the sattvic pravrittis, they cannot lead us to our liberation, they cannot lead us to our enlightenment, they cannot lead us to our illumination. So that is what happens when the three gunas, they act upon a person. Devoid of three gunas, then the person reaches the ultimate truth. Then out of the compass of these three gunas, then this man sets himself on his abode, on his ultimate abode, and becomes one with the Brahman. But for becoming that one with the Brahman, he has to leave the company of the three gunas, leave the company of even the Sattva guna. And then he becomes the Brahmajnani, he becomes the knower of the ultimate truth. Now, what happens to such a person who knows the ultimate truth? Can he come and tell us what is that ultimate truth? Can he come and tell us, describe us what the Brahman is, what the experience of being one with the Brahman is? Sri Ramakrishna says, that is again impossible. The knower of the Brahman can never describe Brahman in words, because Brahman is beyond words. Brahman is far away from that area where words play. Brahman is far above, far beyond the limitations of the words. What Brahman is cannot be described. Now Sri Ramakrishna is telling. Now the person has realized Brahman. He has got away from all the three gunas. The moment the person gets away from all the three gunas, he becomes a Brahmajnani. When a person is Trigunatita, beyond all the three gunas of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, automatically the ultimate knowledge dawns upon the person, upon that spiritual aspirant. But having attained the knowledge of Brahman, what Brahman is, Sri Ramakrishna says, cannot be described. Even he knows it, cannot talk about it. A person who has known Brahman, a person who has had that ultimate experience of becoming one with the Brahman, he cannot talk about what Brahman is. There is a saying that a boat once reaching the black waters of the ocean cannot come back. There is a traditional saying that the boat which reaches the backwaters of the ocean, the moment that boat goes in the black waters of the ocean, what is beyond? That boat never comes back to tell the story. What lies there? Again, like Sri Ramakrishna telling us that story of the salt doll entering the ocean to find out how deep is the ocean. The moment salt doll gets into the ocean, now she cannot come back and tell us how deep is the ocean, which all things are there. So these are all the traditional sayings to describe that what Brahman is cannot be described. Now here Sri Ramakrishna tells another very short story of 4 friends. Having told us the story of 3 robbers, now Sri Ramakrishna is telling us the story of 4 friends. Once 4 friends, in the course of a walk, saw a place enclosed by a wall, a huge wall. It had enclosed a place, and these 4 friends, they came there walking. Oh, what is this wall? What is beyond this wall? We don't know anything. It is such a huge wall. The wall was very high. They all became eager to know what was inside. One of them climbed to the top of the wall. What he saw on looking inside made him speechless and made him wonder. The moment this friend, he climbed up the wall, what he saw inside, he just became quiet. He was in that great moment of awesomeness, filled with wonderment, and he was speechless. He was speechless with wonder. He only cried, "Ah, ah," and he dropped in. He just seeing what was inside that area behind that wall, just seeing that, he was speechless. He was wonderstruck. All he could say was, "Ah, ah," and he jumped inside. Now, who was there to tell these 3 friends remaining outside what is there inside? He could not give any information about what he saw. The others too climbed the wall. The second person climbed, second friend. Same reaction, what he saw inside. He was speechless with wonder and just exclaiming, "Ah, ah," he also climbed in. Now the 2 friends who are waiting outside, they are very much curious to know. The height of curiosity for both of these. So one friend says, "Okay, let me go, let me climb up. I will tell you what is there inside." So this third person now climbs up, sees what is there. Same reaction, "Ah, ah," and unable to speak anything, speechless with wonder, he also jumps in. Now this fourth fellow, all stuck, all alone, all the 3 friends, they have gone there. He doesn't know what is there inside. Now, he says, "Now I have to climb. There is no one to tell me what is there inside that, behind that wall. Now let me climb and see what has been the condition of my three friends who have jumped inside without describing what they have seen, without describing what is there inside. So the fourth person also climbs and meets with the same result, saying behind that wall, ah, 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 and that's the end of it. He also jumps in. Now, what is there behind? Is there anyone to tell us? Nobody is there to tell us what is behind the wall. No, now who could tell what was inside? All the four friends have also jumped. Now, who is there to tell what is there inside? Same is the case, Sri Ramakrishna says, with the seers of the Brahman, with the knowers of the Brahman. What they say, they cannot describe. Their condition becomes like the condition of those four friends who, having seen that wonderful scene behind that wall, they have jumped, and no one comes back to describe what is there in that arena, what is there in that playground, what is there in that wonderful place behind that high wall. So this is what happens with the Brahmajnanis. They enjoy their bliss. They enjoy the Anandam portion of Satchidananda, and they are unable to describe anything about it, because Brahman cannot be polluted with words. Brahman is the only thing which can never be uttered and defiled. Speaking with the tongue, like the uchishta, the food that we eat. The moment we partake of a food, it becomes uchishta. That food cannot be offered to anyone. Likewise, the Brahman, what it is, cannot be told to anyone. That is only for the experience of the knower of the Brahman. That is only for the realization of the Brahmajnani, of the knower of the Brahman. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, sages like Jadabharata and Dattatreya, after realizing Brahman, could not describe him. Jadabharata was a Brahmajnani. Lord Dattatreya was a Brahmajnani. But having attained that jnana, having attained that knowledge of Brahman, what Brahman is, even Jadabharata and Dattatreya, they could never ever describe. Man's I completely disappears when he goes into samadhi after attaining the knowledge of Brahman. Now, why this happens, Sri Ramakrishna says, he is giving the reason for that. Man's I, the ego, the I-ness, the me and mine completely gets destroyed after attaining the Brahmajnana. When there is no I, there is no plurality, there is no duality. Now, who will describe what? When I is nullified, when I gets destroyed, when this I gets merged in the Brahman, when the Jivatman gets merged in the Brahman, who is there to describe whom? So this I is completely destroyed at the attainment of the knowledge of the Brahman. Man's I completely disappears when he goes into samadhi after attaining the knowledge of Brahman. That is why Ramprasad sang. Ramprasad had written that song, the great mystic, the great saint, the great seer, who was a great devotee of Ma Kali. So Ramprasad, in that song, he had sung, if you should find the task too hard, call upon Ramprasad for help. If you are finding knowing Brahman to be too hard, call me, I am there to help you. And Sri Ramakrishna now explains why Ramprasad said, call me. Ramprasad is indicating himself to be that I. The moment you are in trouble, the moment we are not able to know the Brahman, Ramprasad says, call me, call I. Call this I and merge this I into Brahman, and you will get to know what Brahman is. You will get to know in truth what Mother Kali is. The mind must completely merge itself in knowledge. But that is not enough. Ramprasad, that is the principle of I. When Ramprasad says, call upon me, Call me and I am there to help you out when you are in trouble. Sri Ramakrishna says, Ramprasad, that is the principle of I, me and mine must vanish too. Call upon Ramprasad, call upon this I to merge in the Brahman, and then you will know what Brahman is. Then you will know what the ultimate reality is. Then you will know what the highest truth is. Then alone does one get the knowledge of Brahman. After abolishing the I, after making this me and mine disappear, only then one gets the knowledge of Brahman. That is what Sri Ramakrishna says. And this I we cannot make disappear, this I we cannot destroy till we are in the clutches of the three gunas. The moment we are out of the bounds of these three gunas, then we know the path, then we know our abode, and then we start walking on that path without carrying the I and mine with me. And then, like those friends, those four friends, we jump up the wall and seeing inside what is there behind that wall, we also exclaim, ah, ah, and like those four friends, we jump into that abode, the abode of God. Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Thakur, Jai Ma, Jai Swamiji.